Okay, so if it seems like I'm ultra layered up, it's because you know, it's that time of the year here, and I just got back from medical imaging place. Nothing too big. I'm hoping it's just some issues I got with my left hand. The hand specialist wanted me to get an X-ray of the area and just bring the CD to him on be on the 6th, and then he'll look at that because likely it's not like a huge issue. They can either you know they can probably remove it without damaging the nerve. I'm thinking most likely a corn. Maybe it's a splinter in there. Not sure, but you want to be sort of precautionary and just get the area imaged before doing a real like serious intervention or surgery. I mean, I guess technically speaking, it would be followed under minor surgery because we're not talking about like amputation or something like that in all likelihood. But yeah, so layered up like this because it's that sort of time of the year, and usually I started like having to sort of sleep in heavier clothes just because it gets really well, it's not like it's not like it's the Arctic. I'm not gonna get like frostbite or something like that, but it gets chilly enough or cool enough that you kind of gotta layer up to stay warm. But and I kind of just I'd slept in today because we don't got work on Fridays, and it's kind of still sort of in my sleep clothes. Showered as usual, but still, that's not what I really want to talk about. So I saw a couple of comments from new subscriber Mac Garnagle, I think is how you pronounce it, asking if I have a Patreon account, and saying that they'd be interested in paying for this content. The TLDR of it is I have an account, I just really haven't like gone in there and set it up fully. I think I got like stuck at the stage of just sort of asking like what kind of benefits would I want to, or what would I be able to provide, like in terms of like tier levels, like how would I want to organize things, and at what level would you have to be in order to get certain things. And I didn't have I don't think I had many subscribers at that point in time. I had like a handful, and I think I was even just surprised that I had like I think it was back when I had like 20 or 30, and I was like, wait, I got 30 subscribers, like maybe I should look into this. And look into it, and it's like, okay, so like what would be a reasonable going price for if and I'm not sure if they're still organized like this. I had I said I set it up, but I didn't really I created it, but I didn't really set it up fully. So I'd have to figure out if it's still as a tier 1, tier 2, tier 3 type of system that they have, or if things have changed. But I'd want to figure out like, okay, what's a reasonable price, like $1 a month, $10 a month, $5 a month, like what would people be willing to pay to support my content, whether I'm talking about NOFAP or I'm talking about things I'm working on in my life, goals and challenges, setbacks, that sort of thing, successes and failures, getting into philosophy, psychology, self-help stuff, fitness, financial things like, getting out of debt, how to stay out of debt, how to build wealth, maybe getting into pop culture, maybe getting into gaming and that sort of deal, what would people think it would be like a reasonable rate? I just haven't had that discussion. Can't recall anybody like really making that sort of suggestion or giving that idea to me. Because I think Alex, he saw that I had like a link to a PayPal account, which never really did anything with. Well, it's one of those sorts of things I saw other people doing, and then I kind of looked into it and set up the account, but didn't really do much with it. But I think that was like the last time that really came up. But, you know, I guess at this point I just, you know, say like, okay, if you are interested in that, I would appreciate the feedback as to like, in terms of like what, you know, you folks would be willing to pay, and obviously like if you've seen the content that I make, my videos, and you know, you kind of get an idea of like what I generally speaking would like to do, you know, I'm willing to do in terms of topics I'll cover and that sort of thing. You know, sort of ideas like, okay, so if you're willing to pay for content, here's what you're willing to pay, and what kind of topics, you know, you focus on. Obviously, nothing too personal. You know, I'm trying to curate things at this point because there's, you know, there's stuff I'm willing to talk about in my life, and then there's things that I either don't want to, or you know, it's not, it's like it gets into like not just like my personal details, other people's personal details, but you know, there's limits, and then of course there's just generally speaking whatever YouTube's, you know, latest policies are in terms of what they are willing to support, or you know, or allow on their platform. And you know, as much as sometimes those things may really annoy me or annoy others, you know, you're on their platform, you kind of gotta just stick with that, and you know, make sure that you're playing by those rules. And I'm, you know, I'm really not interested in like, you know, violating those rules, at least not, you know, intentionally. Just not, you know, it's not my thing. It doesn't put money, you know, in my pocket, or you know, give me kicks. You know, like I'm not. It's not something that really excites me or interests me. Like I said, if you go back, you know, see my videos, I mean, you kind of see what I, generally speaking, cover, what I talk about, what my focus is. I don't know if I really want to be like 100% known as like the NOFAP guy or something like that, but that is a topic that, you know, does come up, or you know, as like where I kind of started, you know, like sort of a self-help. I'm gonna vlog each day, or you know, vlog every so many days to sort of help myself, you know, overcome that, you know, challenge or that issue. And obviously as I've gone on, I've gotten into other topics. So for those, you know, like Mike Garnagle and others who, you know, are interested in, you know, I guess it would be like sponsoring content. You know, if I got a feel for roughly, you know, like ballpark figure how much people would be willing to pay for said content and what kind of content they would like, generally speaking, I'll probably keep doing what I'm doing. But you know, if there's any interesting ideas out there, you know, I'd be interested in, you know, in hearing them, and mulling them over, and then, you know, probably you're, you know, possibly making like a video on said topic. But I'll have to get, you know, I have to finish this up because my battery's low on this phone. I have to get on the charger. But yeah, that's what I wanted to talk about. When I get back into my room, I'm gonna set up my laptop and look into the whole Patreon and PayPal and RedBubble situation, because I think if I get a few more designs put on my RedBubble store, I can then start really publishing that, putting that out there, and I could link that to Patreon, and maybe that will be something that would allow me to sort of I think of a better term than circumvent, but basically like I could, you know, offer that as like something that, you know, okay, if a person is, you know, subscribed to a certain level, they would, you know, be able to get a t-shirt, a RedBubble t-shirt or something like that, you know, somehow link to that. Or maybe I just, you know, list the link to my store on my Patreon. People can then, you know, buy merchandise through that or something on that nature. I'll have to figure something out on that front. But anyways, at 10 minutes, I think I've said enough. Again, looking forward to any, feedback on this. From those who are interested in said thing, Patreon and being a sponsor and all that kind of stuff. So anyways, see you folks around. Thanks for watching and look forward to hearing back from you. Bye-bye. Take care.